for me, my green, like the peak of the pinnacle of my green of when I was like the best self-care is tied to something not about me. So it was like my first pregnancy. So when I had my first daughter, and all of a sudden I felt like I had to take care of myself, and I was really accepting if I needed to sleep, or I wanted to eat well, and and I had community and all of those things. But then that not long after, the baby's now not part of my body, I stopped.
All of those habits start changing.
Doing the self-care because, all of a sudden it's not about me, it's about the baby. So then I'm not eating properly, and then I'm not getting the sleep and things like that. Yeah.
I often try and and where I think a lot of mums are guilty of that, but I often try and think, but it's still for them. So the fact that I choose to go, I actually need half an hour every day to do this yoga. I'm actually not necessarily doing that for me. I'm making sure that, so I have an autoimmune condition, so I'm doing yoga to make sure that I can walk. Because if I don't do it, then I can't walk my daughter up to school. And I really enjoy walking. It's one of those things, people say nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. Well, nothing tastes as good as walking feels. So, but it's those kinds of things, and going, well, if I'm doing this, I'm a much better person to be around. That's for them. Part of it's for me as well, but honestly, they're going to like me a lot better if I'm looking after myself. Yeah. So you can still look at it that what you're doing is giving to your daughter by eating healthy food. We're going to be here for longer. We're going to get to see them grow up. We're going to get to see our grandchildren be born. We're going to get to see, different community change and grow, those kinds of things. So we can do it for ourselves, but I think sometimes that can feel really uncomfortable to start with. So if we can start by going, well, actually, I'm doing this for myself and my children, and my community and my family, and then start paring it back and going, actually, it's okay that I'm doing this just for me. So